Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of this music haul. This is the vinyl portion of it. If you came over from the first video, I appreciate that. Thank you for checking out the second half. Again, I'm splitting them in two to keep them more manageable and to keep vinyl on one and the rest on the other. Because I know you're all here for the vinyl. So let's get right into it. I didn't get to do a vinyl haul video, or I'm sorry, an unboxing video for the Vinyl Me Please record of the month for December. Again, I was sick, kind of dying, so I didn't do it. But I'm going to talk about it now, just touch on that because, one, jazz is a very difficult genre to critique when you don't really know a whole lot about it. You're just kind of getting your way in there, and that's pretty much what 2017 was for me, is just my way into jazz and recognizing people's names, understanding what quartets and quintets were all about. I mean, basic shit, but I'm digging into it deeper and deeper, and this album helped me get into it a lot more. This was an amazing pressing. It is Miles Davis' Sorcerer album. It is considered to be an experimental jazz record, avant-garde if we may hear, kind of loose and, you know, psychedelic, and he didn't write any of the songs. Wayne Shorter was actually the guy who wrote all of them. He didn't even show up on the second track, which is Pee Wee. And a lot of these songs were never even played, except for Masquerado. But he did kill it on the trumpet. He was just amazing. It's this post-bop record or style of jazz. A genre of jazz, like a subgenre of jazz that I didn't even know existed. I'm really into hard bop, and I'm sure a lot of people are too. So this was interesting. Got exposed to something different. A little bit about the record itself, because I do have the hype sticker on this beautiful little plastic sleeve they sent. It is remastered from the original tape, so you're getting a high quality standard pressing here. It's gonna sound great, and it did. It really did. And then, of course, it is pressed at 180 grams, so it's a nice thick record. Colored vinyl, which I will show you. I already took it out of the sleeve here. Sleeved up in this polypaper sleeve. And here is the record. Look at this. The same color as the font of the Sorcerer title. And you got the Columbia red label on the inside. Just amazing. I can't, you know, get over how great it sounded. You get your money's worth, for sure, with this type of pressing. Along with that, of course, came the booklet, which was very insightful, and it came with some really cool pictures as well. I love the way it was laid out, a lot of attention to detail. Ben Ratliff really kind of helped me unpack this album. He mentioned something very interesting about how, you know, a lot of people were turned off by this album. They didn't hear what they expected Miles Davis to sound like, and I think, well, his argument was that that's kind of what he was in it for. I mean, he was trying to not sound like himself and just keep pushing forward, and I've always found that to be interesting, and that's why I hate comparing albums. Like, I have Miles Davis Kind of Blue, and I've listened to it, and I think it's a great album, but to compare it to something like this and not and then kind of holding it to that standard is just, it kind of defeats the effort, the musical effort, and the overall philosophy of where he was heading. You know, what he was trying to do. It just undermines that, and I think people sleep on great records, and I think that's what Vinyl Me Please put it out. Because of how poorly it was accepted by everyone. And now people look back on it thinking, hey, like, this is actually pretty good. People were just too hard on it because of how they were comparing him to his other work. But yeah, I think it was great. Really interesting. Again, I'm sort of pretty new to jazz, so, you know, I don't have much to compare it to. So there's also that. They included, of course, the cocktail and some words by Tyler Barstow, co-founder of Vinyl Me Please, and of course the print here, very interesting as always. This one was by Santiago Carrasquilla. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, an animator and director, designer from Colombia, living and working in New York. Amazing work, very interesting. So that is the Vinyl Me Please pressing there. I hope you guys got it. If you are subscribed to Vinyl Me Please or whatever, or you're receiving music from them, a lot of people told me that they really enjoyed it, you know, on Instagram or whatever. So it was pretty cool to hear that. Moving forward, if you want $10 credit for their January record of the month, which should be coming to me pretty soon, give me your email and a comment or a message or direct message on Instagram, which is probably the fastest way, and I'll get that to you, and you'll get $10, I'll get $10, and that'll be awesome. Alright, now we're moving forward here. Now that I pitched my my credit, I need I need credits, guys. Is this awesome Blondie record, Autoamerican. I got it for $1. I love this cover. I love her. She's just amazing, beautiful, amazing singer. And it had this really interesting looking cover. It says Saturday, September 23rd, 1917. Monterey, California. I'm not sure if that's what that says, but yeah, like really old looking picture here. And then you have like some interesting stuff on the back here. Burbank, the Big Ball, the record show. So the Time Warner reprised Lost Leaders label and all the records that they put out. And then of course the record itself. Not only was the record clean, but so was the sleeve. It was actually in pretty good condition. Usually I find records pretty jacked up, and I'm one of those type of collectors, you know, that don't mind the condition of the sleeve. As long as the record is clean, I'm all for it. I'll pay the $1 or $2 for it. So super awesome pickup there. This next one here still has a shrink on it. It is Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night. You can't get any classier than this. Arranged and conducted by Nelson Riddle. This is off the Reprise label. It was $4.50. God knows when. Stereo pressing of this record, and it comes with this really cool, kind of falling apart, yellowed paper sleeve. And let me show you. It's not really holding together, but I can't throw it away because it has all these awesome like album covers in the front. There's Nancy over here, and then there's some more over here. Some more Nancy, who I really love as well. And then the record. Look at this. I do wipe them down to make them look nice and shiny, but it sounds amazing. No pops, no hisses. It doesn't sound like complete shit, so that's really cool too. But so yeah, that's another one for my Frank Sinatra collection. I have quite a bit now. I might do like a haul video and just share them all with you, one collective video. Anyways, this next one here is one that I felt like I didn't listen to enough. You know, sometimes I neglect a record or two. It is Willie Nelson's Stardust. You got some singles on here. Well, we got some hype stickers on the shrink still. It's Georgia on My Mind, Blue Skies, and All of Me, which are actually really good songs. And then you get this really awesome picture of him on the back. God, I fucking love Willie Nelson. You got a regular paper sleeve here, and then you have this nice clean record with the red Columbia label on the inside. Definitely gonna try to put this more on play, maybe throw it back in the pile and listen to it more, because I mean, he's just amazing. He's an amazing musician. This next one is a first for me. I was really happy when I found it, in the condition that I found it, and the price. It is Ravi Shankar, live at the Monterey International Pop Festival, which is a really big deal. I think it was his first U.S. show, if I'm not mistaken, or event. I was reading a bit of it on the inside here, but it has been a minute, so I kind of forgot what I read. So I guess I'll have to, you know, read it again, which is okay. Here's the back, it's a nice gatefold, and then the record itself, excellent condition, with again another yellowed paper sleeve here. But you have some more. You have Art Blakey, the Liberty label, I guess, is the one that puts these out, but a lot of great jazz records too. You got Buddy Rich on here. Wow. The Jazz Crusaders, something I want to pick up one day. But yeah, here's the record. Just amazing album of just sitar magic. I've never realized how much I like the sitar until I heard this album. So yeah, very kind of spiritual thing too, you know. So that was really cool. And then the last two records here. This one here was a blind pickup. I bought it because of the sleeve. It is Ramsey Lewis Fantasy album. I think this was released, yeah, 1985. really interesting. It kind of does capture a bit of the 80s sound there with the synths and the kind of like the, it wasn't droney, but it was really out there, kind of synth sound, very poppy, super clean. This got a lot of rotation on my player. It just kept coming back to that feeling that it made me feel, which was like upbeat and energetic, helped me get shit done. So I hope to find this on CD so I can listen to it in the car, because that would sound awesome in the car. And then last record, you made it to the end, is Kendrick Lamar's Untitled, Unmastered. Easily become one of my favorite of his albums. They're all great, don't get me wrong, but this album, maybe because I have it on vinyl, just blew me away. It feels like it's a really heavy pressing. I think it might be 200 gram, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, it feels a lot more than 180, that's for sure. And you get this really just simple kind of packaging for it. I got it on discount because it was already kind of opened at Urban Outfitters. I do step in there every once in a while to see what kind of records they have. They don't take care of them, so someone opened it up and I got it for 20% off on top of like a sale that they had already. So that was a sweet come up. You haven't heard it yet? I highly recommend you do. Check it out. There it is. You've made it to the end. Again, thank you so much. If you feel I deserve it, give this video a like, thumbs it up. It means the world to me. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite pickup was for my haul. Let me know what you've been picking up as well. Again, you can follow me on any social media platform. Links are always in the description. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys on the next one.